All right, we're back. We're doing another interview at Ballads and Brews Festival here at Maiden City Brewery in Cynthiana. And we got with us Trudy Rose. Do you want me to say your whole name, or I didn't know what you
Trudy
went by?
Rose
It was Trudy
fine.
Rose. Sorry, I had to keep notes here. We had a lot of artists coming through today, and I couldn't remember everything. So
Yeah, that's fine. Trudy Rose.
that's it. Well, you just got done playing your set down on stage.
I just got finished. I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, it's a really cool place. We were talking about it before we got started.
Yes.
So it's our first time here, but you said you've played it quite a bit. So
I played. Yeah, I'm from here. I'm from Cynthiana. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they used to have a location downtown Cynthiana, a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And I played down there for several years.
That
and then
it
played
sounded very familiar, and I was like, I know, and
Yeah.
the location threw me off.
here. Yeah.
But because I didn't know that this was even out here. I've been down to Cynthiana a couple times before.
yeah, it's kind of on the outskirts, just enough to where if you're in town,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know it was out here, I guess, or something. So
Yeah.
It's on the what is this industrial park? Is that what they
In the
call
industrial park.
yeah, on
Seabiscuit
Well,
Way.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, we were talking
it? Right across from the power company.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. We were joking about giving directions here earlier. Like, yeah, go down to Seabiscuit and turn by the power plant where you pay your light bill. And all that.
That's how everybody gives directions around
Yeah,
here.
that's the way it is.
If you
Yeah,
get
exactly.
to the roundabout, you went too far.
There you
Go to the Red Barn, hang a left.
There you go. That's the way it is.
I gotta say, I gotta give Cynthiana a shout out. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but you can ask him. I said, was talking about it earlier. The best stromboli sandwich, and I can't.
Angelo's.
It's the one next
That's
to
it?
Lee's.
Was it Angelo's?
Angelo's.
There you go.
Oh my
There you go.
god!
He was talking about that on the way up here. So yeah.
You're
I
not wrong.
is
It
it-
is the best
Are
stromboli.
they still open?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to do that.
I'm
then.
telling you,
Yeah.
dude. Like, please, I'll pay whatever. I'll get
Maybe
somebody.
yeah.
I'll get somebody here to give me a drive down
There
there.
you go.
Yeah.
'Cause
There you go.
I'm telling you, man, it is.
Just to give you an idea of how long they've been in business, I went there when I was a teenager, so it's
Okay.
been a minute.
That was just like what 10 years ago.
Not
Yeah,
too far.
right. Yeah, something like that. 11.
There you go, Lev. Yeah, not too far out. There you go. Well, you want to do your official introduction? I know we've already said your name and all that, but who you are, where you from, what you do, all that kind of stuff.
My name is Trudy Sosbe Rose, and I'm from here. I've always lived here in Cynthiana, and I am an office coordinator by day, and then I do this playing music and gigging
Yep.
at night and on the weekends.
Yep. You
And
got to have that day job to pay the bills, to fund
That's
the hobby,
absolutely
fund
right.
what you love.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
I got to buy guitar somehow.
There
so
you go. I know we got the same thing. You got to have the thing that pays the bills so you can do the stuff you want to
Yeah.
do. So
That's right.
You
Yeah.
got to work to fund this habit.
yeah,
This is our drug.
yeah.
I've been singing all my life, really, pretty much, but
Okay.
haven't been doing this, but since 2019.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
so it was something you just got into a little bit later. It wasn't like an early thing, like back
Right,
in the- yeah,
right.
yeah, okay.
You know, for
that was
years-
that was going to be my next question because we usually will ask people what got them into music or what got them on that path. So you got
Right.
a story with that?
Well, I mean, kind of. For years and years, I just sang at weddings and funerals, pretty much,
Okay.
and did not
Same
play the
thing.
guitar. So,
Yeah.
weddings and funerals are the same thing. And I didn't play the guitar at all. And then I actually got a divorce, and my life circumstances changed a little bit. And so I said, well, shoot, I can play this guitar now. So I got it. And my kids are grown and,
Yeah.
just at a different place in my life.
Yeah.
So, and my husband now, Joe, he's super supportive of all of it. And that's key in
Yeah. Oh,
anything
yeah.
you do. So.
Well, you
Yeah.
see, I got mine. She goes everywhere with me,
Yes,
so she
That's right. That's
she helps
right.
us out. So yeah, we're kind of in the same boat. Our kids got grown, and didn't have nothing to really do, and we loved
Yeah.
music. Always went to festivals and shows anyway. So we turned this into a thing and
That's
just kind of
great.
made it into something we do.
That's
So
great.
yeah, we kind of got similar stories there.
Just
Yeah.
trying to share the wealth.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
this state's so rich with music that a lot of people
It's-
don't understand.
It's
Just
crazy how
just
much is
how-
out there.
how many talented artists there are that are playing at your local breweries, your
You're
little
right.
dive bars, your whatever, your little restaurants, pizza parlors, you name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to those shows, go to those places because, I mean, I revert back to saying that like to Tyler Childers a lot because there's a picture of him in a pizza parlor. I think it was down in Irvin.
Yeah.
It's full of people. He's sitting in a corner in a chair, and like hardly anybody's looking at him. And
Yeah.
now he's traveling the world singing his music.
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique experience, really. And I've met so many nice people since I started doing this.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
People I would not have otherwise met.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I say that all the time. That's my favorite part. I love the music. I love to write. I've always written, but just like you guys, it's you just always are constantly
Yeah.
meeting somebody.
Yeah, and we've
That's-
met.
You got your blood family, all
And
that.
then you
but
got your music
family. Yeah, exactly.
And,
yeah.
Absolutely.
There's people that have played here today that we've seen that have been on the show, and we just pick up where we left off, and that seems to be
Yes.
the going trend.
Yeah.
with just not even just us, but like you see other artists who are friends with other artists, and
Yeah.
you know, and you
Well,
see
even just the fans and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like there's people here that we see at all the festivals, and
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
like you said, it's like another family, it's like family reunion or something.
and
Yeah.
the
I
musicians
just,
are that way with each other, and it's so cool to see.
Down there just a few minutes ago when I got through playing, I had a lady came up to me and said, I've been listening to your music for a while now, and when I saw your name on the bill for this festival, I knew I had to come.
Oh wow. Well,
And that's just like gonna make my whole year
I was gonna
right
say
there.
that's got to be something good to hear. Yeah.
I was like, are you sure you're not related to me or something?
Who paid you to say that? Yeah.
As a Kentuckian, when you hear like you play in your home state, obviously, but like do you have like a little bit more pride, I guess you could say, because you're from here, and it's like you're playing for the people you in your town, and it's your state, and it just, I don't know, I guess
Yeah.
It means a lot to me.
I was gonna say, does that mean as much as I think it means to
It
you?
does, and it does to me to play here. Like
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful that they're doing these festivals, and
Yeah.
and they support anything and everything that we all do from here.
Yeah.
And so it always tickles me to get to play here. I like to play anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not picky, and I do play in some other states, not a whole lot, but I do some.
Yeah.
I can
And,
tell you, like, just from the minute we got here, it's been
Yeah. They've been awesome too.
everybody has been just super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
That-
the lineup, like you touched on a little bit, is it's a lot of the people we've had on are people we go see every week,
Is
or
it?
people in this local scene and stuff. So
Yeah.
we love it, and this bill is phenomenal, and like I don't know, it's just been a great experience so
Well,
far.
Yeah.
for
he,
us.
he
It
sent it
is.
to me, and I was like, "We're going."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
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 Now I had not heard, for instance, I'd not heard Logan Bowling
Yes.
live.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd follow him on Facebook, and I'd seen different things, but I'd not heard him
He's
live. And
phenomenal.
Same. This is our
He's
first time seeing
so
him live.
good.
We've seen all his videos and stuff, and he's
Yes.
phenomenal. Yeah.
and
I was really super impressed by him.
Yeah.
He's just such a soulful voice.
He is. He is.
the fact that he's sitting there singing, playing the guitar, hitting a drum and a tambourine all himself
Yeah.
while staying in tune, staying in rhythm,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like that type of stuff just mind blows. Like, it makes my brain
Yes.
hurt.
But we've
It's
said
very
it before.
impressive.
We're in awe of you all, the artists, because we've both tried to play guitar, and neither one of us can hit
It
a lick
ain't
to save our
happening.
life. So, and I definitely can't sing. So every time we see artists like yourself doing it, we're blown away. Like we genuinely love this, and it's just really cool to see y'all do your thing. And I don't know.
Well, I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I say, and I don't mind to say it to anybody that'll listen, I am not the greatest guitar player. I mean, I got about 6 chords under my belt, and that's about it. But the writing is important
Yeah.
to me. And of course, singing, I've always sung. And in high school, I was a first soprano. I sang.
Oh, okay. Some chorus singing then. Yeah.
So
Oh,
my
yeah.
dad used to call that my chamber choir voice, and then he would call this voice my country western
There you go.
voice.
You got two
So,
different. Yeah. I could see that. I did a little bit of chorus in school, but not enough to where I was good at it by any means. But
Yeah, I ain't doing no
yeah, I
singing.
can't do it. Yeah,
No.
we're just outsiders that appreciate it. So
I'll
yeah,
I'll do the carpool karaoke by
There you go. There you
myself.
go.
Now, that's a
in the
good
shower
gig
or
if
something.
you
Maybe
can
there
get
you
it.
go.
If I could get somebody to pay me for that, pay me to shut up is what they'd do.
I just yesterday had this happen. I was listening to Waylon Jennings on the way to work, and the side of my windshield was dirty, so I stopped by the gas station. I didn't realize the music was that loud.
Yeah.
It was cranking, and so also didn't realize I was dancing, but apparently I was. And some guy came up there to put gas in his truck, and he was like, "Girl, I don't know what you're on, but I'd like to have some of it." I said, "It's a Diet Coke, glazed donuts, and Waylon Jennings."
That's a country song
I
right
know.
there.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
gotta
that might
write
have to be a
that
song
song.
one day. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Gotta write that.
At least a shirt with that on it. I'd wear that.
Diet Coke,
Yeah.
Waylon Jennings, and a glazed
There you
donut.
go.
And a glazed
There you go.
donut.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you touched on it. You said your songs mean a lot to you, your writing and stuff. What you care to go into your writing process a little bit? Maybe like how some of your songs came to be or something.
Well, for the most part, it's inspired by something I've heard or something that somebody I love is going through. I know some artists that say, I'm going to write 5 songs on Saturday, and which is fantastic if they can do that. It doesn't work that way for me. It has to be some kind of inspiration,
Yeah.
And that's where they all come from, pretty much. A conversation I've had with somebody or
Yeah.
something I'm going through or
And
whatever.
From real places, then.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Over the years, we've heard so many different ways that songs become.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people like yourself that
Mm-hmm.
they have to be inspired by something, whether it be something happened to them or a friend or a
Right.
story they heard, or just something has to trigger.
And a couple of times I have written something, like the lyrics always come first for me, and then the music. And I've written some lyrics and wasn't able to put music to them, and I'll just store them away, and then maybe, months down the road, I'll get it back out and look at it, and then the music will come to me. So
we've heard that story from a few writers. They'll have a song, they just recorded half a verse or whatever on their phone. Get back, years later trying to figure something out. They're like, oh, I got that. I can figure that out. Yeah, that's it.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy how it works like that. Like you might get stuck in the moment when you first start writing it, but then like later something comes back to you like, oh yeah, I got another verse for that. I can go back and finish that up. Yeah.
And I tell you, I think this is kind of funny. I've written 2 songs specifically about my husband now, and neither one of those are his favorite. Another song I wrote that has nothing to do with him is his favorite.
So the 2 that were for him, that's funny.
He's like, oh, they're okay, but
I like this one.
That's not the ones he likes. So I don't know. I guess I should just be happy he likes any of them.
Well, there you go. When you said he's supportive and everything, so he's there for it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, we were doing a little research before this, just listening to everybody's songs and kind of figuring stuff out about them. You got a song we got to talk about?
Yeah. Yep.
If you're
yes. So I tell you what, I've written probably 100 songs, and no one cares about many of them, but everybody likes this one.
Okay. Well, the name definitely jumped out to us. I pulled your name up and saw a few songs. I was like, oh, wait a minute, what? Is that real? Had to make sure it wasn't like a parody thing somebody did on yours.
I'll tell you a little bit about the backstory of that song. So I have 2 sons, and one of them was he was in his early 20s, I think, and single. And there were some little old girls around here that were all interested in him. And so they hung around with me in an effort to see what he was up to. And I know this.
Yeah.
And so they were all at my house one night and at a bonfire, and we were drinking and roasting marshmallows and such. And one of them said, hey, Miss Sosbe, what's the key to a happy marriage or keeping your man? And I was like, well, let me tell you. I had a guitar, of course.
Yeah.
And I said, it's biscuits and blowjobs. And they all just roared. And I make some pretty good biscuits, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But so they just laughed and laughed. And I just started picking and playing, and the song just rolled out. I mean, it's a 2-minute song.
Yeah.
It's a 2-minute song.
Yeah.
Songs like that don't take long.
Yeah, get to the point. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and so I didn't do anything with it for the longest time. I mean, I would play it at friends' houses and things
like that. It's one of those party songs you play.
Right,
yeah.
But I didn't really feel like it was something I should put out in the world. And so about 2 years ago, I guess, or maybe a year ago, I was at an open mic at Barrel 53 in Lexington, and one of the guys there said, I'm recording this, and we're putting it on TikTok. And I was like, well, let me ask my kids first. So I asked them, and they were like, we don't care, do whatever,
Yeah.
So we did that, and in about 48 hours, I had, I don't know, 2.4 million views or something.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow,
and
that's
I had
awesome.
people messaging me, they wanted merchandise and all kinds of craziness. And so that it's just kind of taken on a life of its own.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'd
imagine a song like that would.
Fun.
Yeah, just one of them fun party songs. We've heard artists, not necessarily those exact words, but they got similar, similar kind of party songs like that. They're just a good timing song. Just funny. Yeah,
yes.
That's awesome.
Well, Tim Brandstetter down there a few minutes ago, he said, you need to write another one of those kind of songs. I was like, well, I guess I need to get me some more Jack Daniels because that's what worked the first time.
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Tim,
throw you off.
You're good. I'm just imagining Tim saying that. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I played that for her, you should have seen her face. When we were just sitting in the living room, kids weren't around. I played it for her. She was like, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Her face is red as can be over there.
It is a little red.
But you want to let us know where everybody can find you? You got some dates coming up or something you got ready to come out?
Well, all my original stuff's on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Amazon, all those places, and and Biscuits is on there too. And then I I have a Facebook page. You can find my schedule on there. But coming up immediately, I'm going to be at Maiden City, Paris on the 24th of this month.
Okay.
And then at 145 Roadhouse this coming Tuesday, which is in Campton.
Okay.
And then the end of this month, I'll be in Nashville at the Josie Music Awards, which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. We're familiar with that.
4 nominations this year.
Oh, well, congratulations on that.
Yeah. And 2 years ago, I won.
Oh, nice.
For songwriter achievement. So
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I missed that on my research. I apologize.
That was a super, super big deal to me then because it was for writing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
We got our first nomination for a podcast thing just last year or something.
The Lex
Did you?
Awards.
That makes you feel like you're doing things like, like,
Yeah.
hey, some people are listening. They like this. It makes you feel good. I get it.
Yes, it does. And, it's an interesting thing because I care about winning awards? Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I care about playing music that people want to hear and making people laugh and, trying to do a good job what I'm doing. But is it nice when it happens? Of course it is.
Of course, yeah, exactly. That's kind of the conversation we had.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, you want to let everybody know where they can find you? Like you got on your socials, where you got music out at?
It's Trudy Sosbe Rose on Facebook. And then it's also, if you search that name on YouTube or TikTok, any of those places, and you can find it all there. Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you talking with us.
I appreciate
Been good
it.
getting to know you.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah. And don't for 1 minute think that musicians don't appreciate what you guys are doing, because we really do.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's what we're here for. I appreciate you saying that.
That's why we do it. We're proud of where we come from. That's why we're hollering about Kentucky, especially in the music, and so thank you guys.
Yep, we do appreciate it.
And gals.
All right. There you go. All right. Holler.